We have this thing called in Japan, Nampa. Basically, it's how you pick up girls. I was wanting to ask you guys, have you ever had experiences when it comes to people picking you up in the streets? And how do you handle those things? I'm out of their price range. That's a good one! I should probably use that. Sa Tagalog, guys, na-experience nyo na ba yung may magpipick up sa inyo sa labas habang ginagawa nyo kung ano yung mga bagay na ginagawa ninyo sa araw-araw? So, I had this, like, when I was, like, working, usually I would work super late and then I'll go on the train and I would have earbuds on. Like, you will never see me outside walking about by myself without my headset on, because that's kind of like how I just mind my own business kind of thing. Having a background music while I walk out there. That's how I feel it, okay? Don't judge me. So I was, like, walking in the train and someone tapped me on my shoulder. It's just kind of weird to, like, someone out of nowhere would tap you. And then I saw this dude, like, he's Japanese, which is actually weird because he looks early 30s and late 20s. And he's in a suit, which is our salaryman suit. He was tapping me in my shoulder and started asking questions. At first, it's just kind of weird. Like, sometimes I would have this moment of innocence. I was walking and then he started talking to me like, you know, like, where are you going? What train are you getting? And in my head, it's like, I was weirded out because for the most years I've been in Japan, it's very, very rare someone would approach me in a way it does feel and sound like it is what was happening. But it never really get in my head on the first few phrases that we're talking, because I just really think he's just gonna ask what train to go from here to go from there. But then when he said, like, do you want to go with me in this station and then let's drink, that it just occurs to me, hold on, is he picking me up? You know. But the thing is like, it's so weird because in my head it's like, holy shit, someone is actually picking me up, you know, because it's really rare for me to be approached with a guy. And I think, at least if I'm gonna be honest, deep inside me, I feel like, you know, now it's cringy when I say it because then you're gonna tell me, yo, please. So I don't know. But in a sense, when we were talking, there's a sense of like panic. Not panic in a way where it's hysterical. It's almost like dug, 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 dug. In my head, I'm a little bit threatened in a way, but at the same time, because it's Japan, it's safe. But I was like guarded up because this dude is big. So I might have to like use a lot of strength. But anyways, aside from that, being a live streamer and knowing the social issues that is happening right now, guys are not allowed to even stare at a woman or approach them or whatever. Because of these trending, I was just thinking, I'm not gonna be rude to this guy just because I feel like he built a courage to ask a woman and then get rejected. So I think at that point when I was doing this, which is like weird in a sense in my head, because if I'm not a live streamer and I'm not into this whole discussion of why is it guys are having hard time dating and what are the struggles of men when it comes to dating and socializing with other women, I just really think that I did a good job, or not being in that environment where guys feel shit about themselves for approaching women. So I feel like I have to pat me in the back. Like, I just continue, even though I feel threatened, I just continue talking to him. At some point, he was like,
you don't really look Japanese. So what are you?
So basically, I told him I'm half, and then he started speaking in English. I told him, well, your train is next, so you probably should hurry up. And then it's just kind of like that. It's almost like a small talk with a stranger. After that, all that happened, I feel good about myself because I didn't add up to that kind of struggle that a lot of you guys have, supposedly. I think a lot of you guys are too afraid of rejection. And don't get me wrong, girls as well is afraid of rejection as well. But I think if you like someone, if you're not being creepy about it, you should just really say it. Especially if you're a girl as well. You know how hard it is for a guy to be rejected. Especially nowadays, there's a lot of weak-minded that couldn't take rejection. The thing is, guys, I could understand how hard it is to be rejected. I think it doesn't really matter how beautiful or how handsome are you. It just depends on who you ask of what kind of rejection they've ever had in their life. I think just everyone go through rejection. So I think rejection is really good. At the same time, you'll just really have to get over it. It's all about mindset, how you think about it afterwards you got rejected. Because for me, it really hurts when you got rejected. Like, for example, a job. Just remember, when you get rejected, that means at that point for me, my mindset was like, I don't want it. No, that's not my mindset. My mindset was like, maybe it's not just really for me. Maybe I'm just not a good fit for the company. And I'll try to other places.